Today marks 20 years since the start of the Iraq War and Operation Iraqi Freedom. It was a war based on taking down Saddam Hussein and his purported weapons of mass destruction. Despite the politics of it all, the real story are those who served. Is it hard to believe it's been 20 years?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, it kind of feels like it was yesterday or last month or last year. So 20 years is a lot.
Chris Cravens and Jesse Neack both served in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Jesse had left the Army in 1997, but then decided to join up again.
Came home and then missed the military and ended up going back in July of 2001. So
And
obviously you know what happened.
September 11th happens, that changes your world.
Yeah, definitely.
Chris Cravens joined the Marine Corps.
9/11 was really my driver.
You knew that going to combat was the next step.
Yes. People are like, wow, I can't believe you signed up for infantry. That's pretty much all they were taking at the time.
The terror attacks of September 11th started the war on terror. The Iraq War would kick off 18 months later.
My welcome back to my unit present after graduating Ranger School in December of 2002 was orders to go to Iraq for the initial push in 2003.
Jesse was part of the shock and awe, but his service in the war was cut short while flying on a mission north of Mosul in June of 2003.
I got pretty banged up over that. I fell 45 feet out of a Black Hawk.
He's one of the nearly 32,000 wounded during the war.
Craig, I still struggle to this day with some of those emotions and feelings from that. I suffer from some survivor's guilt because, you know, I got hurt in June of '03 and yes, I was hurt, and that's a terrible thing, but I left country alive.
Nearly 3,500 U.S. service members were killed in action during the war. Over 4,400 would die in all between March of 2003 and August of 2010. Motivated to join by the attack on America, Chris Cravens experienced the layers of the war over several deployments between 2005 and 2007. Deployments that still affect him today.
They went from a couple years of more security-based operations, some presence patrols, humanitarian aids, and then it really kicked up fairly quickly and aggressively after that. And we realized that, I mean, there was even if the core focus and purpose for why we were sent there, that may not have been what we were doing on the ground, but we were making, I mean, significant impact.
You still have to survive that day.
Yes.
And
yes.
hopefully bring whoever's next to you home with you as well. I see your face though.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Tough. Tough. Yeah.
The personal losses are part of war. Both men say they'd do it all over again if given the same choice and focus on the families who had a different homecoming from the war.
A lot of the Gold Star families, that's where I tend to, I don't know, I feel a connection there that I don't maybe have with even people that I served with. I feel like those Gold Star families are, I think about their sons and daughters every day. So I just can't fathom.
They become a part of our family.
They really
don't
do.
They?
Yeah, they really
do. I wear this
yeah.
on my wrist, and you know, these guys on this bracelet, some of their families are as close to me now as you know, my own family.
Now, there is a lot more to our discussion about the war and how they continue to navigate their post-service life. I posted the entire interview for you to watch right now, and you can find it in the online story on WCPO.com/Homefront.